Man, the work just keep coming in, man. We gonna keep reporting it and breaking it to you. And that's the gift of me being able to use a great video app, record videos and not have to use my laptop all the time. But let's enter the boxing clinic. It's your boy CJ Goodfella. And, I just seen in the video that Shawn Porter just dropped on Facebook about 20 minutes ago. I guess in his best Randy Macho Man Savage Wrestling WWF voice. Because that's when I watched it, when it was the WWF and then a little bit of WWE. But when I found out it was fake, just broke my heart, never watched it again. But, it's Randy Macho Man Savage voice. He said he accepts, he called out Danny Garcia, said he accepts the WBC Eliminator interim fight. Well, actually, it's an interim fight versus Danny Garcia. And then the winner will be Keith Thurman's mandatory once he comes back from his elbow injury and his little honeymoon, whatever the fuck he over there in Abu Dhabi doing, wherever he at. So basically Shawn Porter called him out. I did a video earlier this morning saying that the WBC, said that they wanted to, go through their top 10, 1 through 2, offering an interim title fight, for their WBC interim belt, between the top guys. And if one guy, didn't want to fight, they go to the next guy. So that's how it would go, going straight down the line. And guess who's number one? Shawn Porter. He earned the mandatory right to fight Keith Thurman. He said, nobody's fighting Keith Thurman before me. It's obvious to everybody in the situation, Errol Spence, Shawn Porter, Danny Garcia, that, Keith Thurman ain't coming back this year. And when he comes back, it's probably going to be a tune-up fight. So why not put yourself in position to get that rematch? That's what Shawn Porter's thinking. That's what he wants, that Keith Thurman rematch. He feels he let one slip away, and I think he let one slip away. But called out Danny Garcia. Now, Danny Garcia is in a rock and a hard place right now. He's between the Spence and the Porter right now. The Truth and Showtime. And at the end of the day, Shawn Porter called him the cherry picker himself, Danny Garcia. And we know at the end of the day, Danny Garcia is not going to take that fight. I haven't looked at the WBC top 10. I know Danny Garcia is not going to take either one of these fights. Like somebody said, I forget the guy's channel name. He's a good big Danny Garcia fan. He said Garcia is the breadwinner, the cash cow at 147 out of the PBC fighters that, that's still kind of young. And he's telling the truth. He's the guy that brings the fanfare. And I can't see him surviving this, but at the end of the day, he survived Ralph Salka. He survived the dude that Spence had already beat. He survived a lot of cherry picks and soft fights. And, at the end of the day, I don't think he wants to fight Shawn Porter, but I remember him doing an interview saying that no guy without a jab or without a good jab is going to beat him. And, I don't think he's interested in fighting Porter or Spence, to be real. Even though it'd be a good fight for the fans. But, you know what it is. Even though Uncle Al Heyman said that they got to fight the best now to get PBC back on where it needs to be as far as on Fox and NBC and get those television networks involved. So maybe he forces him to fight him, but I'm hearing Collazo or Jesse Vargas. Jesse Vargas is going through some contract issues with Top Rank. What's new? But, Shawn Porter called him out, did what he's supposed to do. He did his part. We know Shawn Porter's down for anything, anywhere. And I think it suits better best guy, so they ain't got to fight Errol Spence. If either guy don't want to fight Errol Spence, they can say, oh, look, we fighting for this eliminator. We fighting each other. And, if that's the case, then Errol Spence have to fight in Dallas and keep his date versus Luis Laclazo, I would guess. And I think Devin Alexander stepping back into the game. I think it's a little bit too early for that, even though he had a painkiller addiction, and that's what really halted his career to the Madonna fight. Kevin Cunningham kicked him out the gym and banned him from boxing till he came clean. He told him he had addiction. Now he's cleaned up, ready to come back. So we'll see. We gone.